harder for people to connect the dots if they are looking for us or if they hear about us. And so that would be probably personal motivations of, oh, now that we're free, quote unquote, we still have to, we still have to make a living, and we need to find ways to travel. So, oh, Ellie, okay. But yeah, that's my TED talk. Yeah, exactly.
All right. No, that makes sense. So, let me see
Sorry about
something.
that.
Oh no, no worries. All right, I am streaming. Okay. Slash recording. So I guess you said you're traveling with Belle to
Hmm.
escape a bad situation. Do you have any other details on that?
Um,
Yeah, how much do you want
you,
to share straight up, I guess?
yeah. I guess how much do you want us to share? Do you want us? Is this um,
We've got fairly intricate backstory written, but I think I'm not sure how much we want. It might be fun to reveal that as we go. But as the DM, we should definitely share that with you. But for the other players,
exactly?
I guess share whatever you want to about it. Like if you want to leave things mysterious, that's fine. Just to kind of give the other players a little bit of
an
knowledge
idea.
about what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess like if you go into my notes, you'll see uh, our backstory is that we basically we were owned property and we took a chance to get out of that situation, which we did successfully. But that also means that we are technically on the run.
Hmm.
And so when it comes to, I guess this is like there is a sense of shame for both of us of like being owned. So maybe not saying the name out loud of like who we ran away from, but I can also just send you a quick I can
Oh,
just
Blurb.
yeah, but that actually reminds me of something. So there's a couple of things I want to go over with the group as a whole that we have to agree on. I was kind of hoping
Hmm.
everyone would be here for this,
Okay.
but yeah, I think we might as well just do it with the four and see what the other people say when they get here. So PvP, like fighting each other,
Hmm.
uh, generally that can lead to not great things in a group, especially if people aren't all okay with it. Some groups are like, fine, whatever, everyone can fight if they want. If it comes up and we attack each other, that's fine. But I kind of go group to group. So I guess, how do you all feel about PvP? Like, do you think it should just be whatever happens, happens? Do you think it should be more like agreed upon by the players? Do you think it should be just outright banned and like we just agree no one's going to fight no matter what happens? And that does include stealing from each other,
Ooh.
maybe like trying to convince someone in town to like steal something or kill someone or beat up someone. Just any type of like power slash force against one another. How do you all feel?
Hmm.
I
Well,
am entirely indifferent. I will say that in all my D&Ding, I've only ever seen this happen once, and that was in a group with Raven when it was me, Mike, and the Gucci gang, and Nathaniel did not like getting silence casted on him. So I remember that interaction very vividly because I honestly thought that was when he was going to leave the group after that happened. So I'm indifferent. So if people want it or don't, I will go along with it.
Okay. Uh, this,
I
yeah.
I think for um honestly like I don't it's kind of hard to describe what I'm trying to say.
Uh-huh.
I think that if it comes up because of a very specific, like story
Like a
thing
trigger
or
for a
yeah,
character.
like there's an actual like reason that it came up in the story, then PvP is fine. But I think that overall we should not be trying to attack each other, convince other people to attack each other,
Right.
Steal
stealing
from
and
each
whatever.
other.
I'm
Fist
I'm I'm
selling each
actually
other.
I'm okay with like joking around stealing,
Hmm.
but like,
Hmm.
somebody who's just out for themselves
Yeah.
and whatever, that's not going to help the party at all. So like, maybe that goes into part of the reason why there is PvP. But like, if it happens once, we got we like we can figure it out and like be like knock it
And play
off
it out.
or whatever. Exactly.
Yeah,
Um,
Yeah.
I would say if it's for the sake of being disruptive or being like or taking the limelight, I disagree with it. If it's
Right.
like part of someone's motivation, like for example, like I don't know, it's hard to come up with that situation in your head until it actually happens. But I'm not against
Exactly.
us there being contention in the group. I was actually going to expand on that and ask is like, how do people feel about us keeping secrets from each other? Because like I know in another campaign for example, me and the rogues would always use thieves' cant to talk to each other, and this pissed one person off a lot every time that they were like, I should know what you're saying. I know languages. It's like, yeah, but thieves' cant isn't a language. It's just us using
It's
street
code.
talk, so it has double
It's
meaning.
code.
And they just really like I don't know if they just felt left out, even though we were just having our own RP moment. And
Well,
so like does stuff like that bother anybody?
that's actually sort of a different thing. I have another thing for that. I
Okay.
wouldn't
Okay. Okay.
consider that PvP, but yes, let's. So, from what you guys were saying, it sounds like you kind of want to do agreed upon PvP, which is kind of like
Yeah.
if
Hmm.
this makes sense, are we basically if it comes up, like both people have to be okay with it happening. So,
I
like
think
if
that's
Yes.
fair.
well, I
Yeah.
mean, that being said,
yeah,
uh, if the person who is acting, like trying to be that asshole and steal and
Start
kill the other
something.
players of the team, like that shouldn't really be factored in. However, if everybody else is like, you know what, that's not cool, and
Hmm.
they continue to do that kind of stuff, then yes, like they
yeah,
should.
Yeah.
that's something I would have
Be
to figure
stopped.
out as DM.
Hmm.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm hoping everyone who comes in, because I mean, that's one of the good things about doing this professionally, is that most people who are here to play like want to play and want to kind of
Hmm.
play serious
Have
and
fun.
yeah, like have fun, but like yeah, just they don't want to mess with other people usually, so I don't encounter it too
Hmm.
much. But yeah, if someone was doing something like that, like I felt like they were just being trolly, then it would be up to me.
Antagonistic.
Antagonistic,
Yeah.
yeah. Then I would have to deal with that.
Okay.
I
But for for PvP or like a lot of times it's small things too. Like I'm a rogue. I walk into a room scouting. I grab something and don't tell the group. That is still technically stealing from the group. If you're supposed to.
Mm.
I if it makes sense for their character,
Right.
Yeah,
um, and if it's something that maybe as the other players we can
yeah. That's
kind
the
of insight check them and see whatever. Like
Precisely.
if it
sure.
makes
Yeah,
sense for their character, I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah.
However,
yeah.
I don't want somebody to purposefully be trying to undermine the group.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's kind
Hmm.
of the
This
agreed
isn't Among
upon
Us.
part.
Yeah.
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 So
Exactly.
so yeah, I mean if you're all okay with it because you're like okay, well this is part of like the character and maybe this comes up
Hmm.
later if we notice it. But yeah, again, yeah, that's kind of okay. So I'll put agreed upon.
Yeah. It can
Yeah.
add interesting flavor, but agreed. Yeah. If
And
someone just
interesting
wants to
It
be
can
dynamics.
for
a
sure.
troll.
Like
Like,
Hmm.
I've seen groups that were good friends play evil parties and like it was some crazy stuff going on. They were all
Dark.
having a blast. So
Awesome.
mm,
as long as everyone's cool with it, that's the thing. Uh,
I would say every time we have this conversation or hear about this conversation, I always think of the Gucci Gang because we were
Oh
like
man.
very fucking dysfunctional as a group.
yeah, well, it
But
happens.
everybody seemed to have a lot of fun with it,
Yeah,
So it was
exactly.
like,
And that's what mattered.
Exactly.
So next is kind of the difficulty, which I generally just go with my default difficulty.
Hmm.
Do you guys have like some kind of preference? Do you want things to be easier or like much harder? I would recommend we just do kind of like the normal, which
Hmm.
basically like difficulty is more like combat. Like most things will act as they should. Like wolves aren't going to be super, strategic, but a lich
Hmm.
is going to be doing some crazy stuff and trying to outthink you. So the
Yeah.
difficulty kind of depends on what you're fighting and how smart it is. Is everyone okay with that?
I like standard. Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I like things that make sense. So
Yeah, and that's
if the
kind of
Lich
what
is
that
like, "Hey,
is.
let's arm wrestle," I'm like, "Okay, Raven, let's have a conversation about this
Some
encounter."
Hey, you don't know. Maybe it's a buff lich. They don't all min
Yeah.
max.
Yeah,
Maybe he's
Yeah.
yeah,
like pulling out the 6 pack and he's like, "Let's do
yeah,
this."
exactly.
Oh my gosh.
And you got your 8 strength charisma guy who's like, I don't know,
Yeah.
guys. You know,
I don't know. I don't know if we can do this.
yeah,
Worked out in the library and the gym.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Don't typecast him. He's got stuff going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so next up, any off-limit topics, things you don't want to come up in the story, or is it just
Nothing that
kind
comes
of
to mind for me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I have to say this, but we've watched some other stuff, but I don't know that, rape really should
Mm,
okay?
come up.
Mm,
That's fine.
yeah.
All right.
I think I'm okay with that as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
Taking that off the table.
I mean, we played a Curse of Strahd campaign, so like we were just like meant to feel like we were like weak and everything was awful. So like after that, we're just like, yeah, there's really not much you could throw at us that's like off limits after playing Strahd a couple times.
Yeah, and I mean, there's there are definitely dark elements in the story, like people going
And that's fine.
crazy, torture,
Mhm.
slavery.
Mhm.
Um, Generally kind of R-rated, but I'm not
But
super
we don't need a
explicit.
scene of like,
Yeah. That's
hey,
what
the
I mean.
brigands are having their way with someone. Yeah, just,
Yeah.
what do you do? Like, no,
Yeah,
we don't need that. They're just
Yeah, we're
exactly.
being,
not
yeah,
no
Okay.
gore porn in here, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna go too crazy with the
Yeah.
descriptions. So any other topics? And also, if you want to let me know in private or something, that's fine. Just let me know.
Mhm.
But all right, so we just have the one for that.
I think so.
Yeah.
So the other one was kind of knowledge, and this kind of goes with secrets too. Do you want knowledge to be kind of group shared? Like if someone knows something, do we want to just assume they tell everyone, or do you want it to kind of be separate? Like if someone knows, basically, like if you do a knowledge check and know someone, can we assume everyone knows it now, or do you have to say I tell everyone this? Is what this setting is. And then that
I'm
also
more
goes with
inclined
secrets.
to. I'm more
Yeah.
inclined to let the player character decide if they want to share
Mhm.
that knowledge. Because, like,
Okay.
for
I was
example,
going to
for
say the
us,
same thing.
yeah,
Mhm.
with our background, like there's gonna be things that we're ashamed of or things that we don't want people to know about us, obviously, as fugitives. And
Right.
so like actively us trying to delay that discovery until we get to know the other people
Well,
around us better.
Trust, right?
For example, as one situation. So I've always been more down to like, hey, people like we all assume everybody has like different motivations beyond just like we're a group, so we're all best friends and we love each other and share everything. It's like
yeah.
everybody's working towards something. So I'd rather as the character
Okay.
get to
So
know them through their
Decide when
motivations
to
and
share
why
it.
they
Yeah.
do what they do, and then they can share what they feel needs to be shared.
all right, that's fair. And there is also the distinction of character versus player. So
Exactly.
it is assumed that like if you are sharing stuff on the story section, that not all the characters know that, just the players. And I like
Yeah,
to try to include a lot of people on the story stuff just because it makes it more entertaining, because we as
Mhm.
people learn about these characters and that makes them more dynamic in the story that's playing out. But yeah, I do kind of want people to try to separate what their characters know versus what they know. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
so I'll just put that down as knowledge not
must
shared.
share.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
basically say it. So like when you make
Yeah,
an in check and learn like, oh, that's a lich, you have to be like, guys, that's a lich. It's not just like you just
Exactly.
assume. Okay.
yeah. Also, I
Yeah,
like it because it gives people the opportunity to role play how they want to let
I was
that
gonna say that.
information be gone.
Mhm.
Because one
Sure.
thing is just being like, hey, now you know this about somebody, but one thing is letting them say it versus like this is just information known.
Okay.
Mhm.
And that one
so
actually I get a lot of different opinions on. So
Interesting.
can I ask a quick question?
yeah,
So I'm
sure.
trying to do my character sheet still. Magic
Good.
Initiate. The it doesn't seem to be letting me. It looks like it's only giving me the spells for like cleric and not
Mm.
for the other ones. I don't know if I did something wrong.
Let me
Wait,
see.
I
Magic.
might have. Here it is. Found it.
Got it? Okay.
I think. I'll let you know in a second.
Okay. Pull up Magic Initiative just in case.
Because like I'm trying to get the Magic Initiate wizard, but I and it's like giving me the option to do the Magic Initiate, but it I could have sworn it says select a first level spell.
Choose one
Yeah, it should be
spell
just
from.
select
It says so. Choose one spell from the same list you selected defeats cantrips. So it would be the same. So if you selected like wizard cantrips, it would be a wizard spell. Is that what you were
Gotcha. All
saying?
right, so I think I might have selected the wrong cantrips, so I'll go back and change those.
I mean, that's the only thing I could think of from what I'm reading. Either that or it could be a bug. Um, but yeah, that's what it says. It would be the same list as the feats cantrips. So it's somehow related to the
Uh,
cantrips you chose, or should be.
okay.
But if it still looks weird, let me know. I can.
Is there a way to tell which one goes to which class? Or do I just have to look that up?
Well, which cantrips are you taking? I'll probably know.
Well, so I was doing mending and I had uh Toll the Dead, but I think Toll the Dead is the
That one's cleric. I know that.
cleric. Yeah, so I need to find another wizard one. Uh and it's giving me options of guidance, lights.
Well, mending
Uh
should be a wizard one. It
yep. And
says.
I need one more cantrip.
Oh, okay.
Uh so I guess like maybe Thaumaturgy is wizard.
Let me see. How do you spell that? I should know.
Thaumaturgy.
Alright, there it is. That one is, I'm gonna guess, wizard. Oh no, it's cleric. Alright, never mind.
Mm.
So that is a cleric one. Thaumaturgy.
Okay. Maybe it's not showing me everything because I already have some. Okay, I have an idea. Give me. I'll keep working on it. You can keep asking questions. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Any other questions? I think I got what I needed for my kind of basic stuff. Alright, so the one thing I would say about your story that you've told me. So generally, slavery is outlawed in the Teruvian Empire. So if you were owned by someone, you probably were coming from the Nazic Empire, which is the Desert Warlord Empire.
Which would make sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that is something that's fine with you.
Yes.
Okay, which actually will work well because the Nazic Empire might come up later.
Are assholes.
Ah.
I mean that too, but yeah, I mean story-wise. All right, so yeah, probably some kind of warlord maybe, because yeah, big thing in that empire is conquest and like basically taking people as taking the losers as their property.
Yeah. It's, to the victor goes the spoils, right?
Yes, and they're constantly warring. So that's to the west in the Nemorak Desert. So what about the other two? Are you still working on your characters?
I'm sorry, but yes.
Oh, no, don't be sorry. It's completely fine. But did you have any story ideas for how you would end up here?
So for mine, I was thinking that, let's see, I need to find my backstory.
There you go.
So the little write-up that I've got is, I'm a druid for Bulg, And my sister Shen is a knowledgeable druid, but she learned most of what she knows from the animals, plants, and creatures of the forest during her travels.
Hmm.
She's of the mind that the best teacher I could have is
Eddie. All
Sylvanas,
right, come on.
and
Sit. Eddie,
Oh,
sit.
oh,
Michael.
I think you're not muted, Mike.
Yep.
Oh, I apologize. I thought I was.
You don't tell me to
Okay,
sit.
go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
oh good. Uh, Best teacher I could have is Sylvanas, and I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this correctly, but like Hyatea. Just a couple of kind of like nature gods.
Hmm.
Uh, so my sister's sending me out on my own to learn. She was able to do it on her adventures, so she says that I can do it now that I'm 130, even though I'd prefer to stay home with her and Pops, who is my grandpa.
Aw.
Uh, I've always been able to speak with the local animals and plants from the forest, so I don't see why I need to abandon everything I love here. I'm going to miss Owl and Frog, but they said they'll be with me, so I shouldn't be scared or lonely. They also think I'll be able to find companions on this adventure as my sister did. This adventure makes me nervous, but it'll be good to get out of my comfort zone, I think. I hope I'll meet some good people and learn a lot so that I can help protect the grove as my sister and Pops have done. So just kind of classic nature loving
Yeah.
furball. So just
All
trying
right.
to gain knowledge and wander around.
Yeah, kind of like coming of age, leaving the
Mm-hmm.
grove type thing.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea on this map where you might want your grove to be from? The easiest places would be the surrounding forest of Highgard. There are the swamps to the south, which don't come up too much in the main storyline, at least not in this campaign, but they could come up later, just by you doing some backstory stuff there. You could also pretty much come from any environment, I guess. Druids are very from all over the place. You want to be from the mountains, from like a northern forest. And if you're not
Uh,
sure yet, you can think about it. Like just look around the map and see if there's a spot you like. I guess it would depend, like, how long ago did you leave your grove? Like, did you just come out of the forest into Highgard, or have you been traveling around a while already?
I think probably just kind of came out of the forest, so maybe south, still in the forest of Highgard, but maybe kind of like stone's throw away from the swamp.
All right, so yeah, kind of a fish out of water character. Since you're
Yeah.
literally just getting to the city and going, oh wow, this is a big tower.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Uh, Alexander, I know you're still making your character. Did you have
Yep.
any idea for a connection, like with her character or with any of the other characters, or do you want to just talk about that when you kind of finish what you're doing?
Well, so for my character, I don't think I have any connection to any of the characters specifically. However, I woke up actually semi recently, and I would say it probably was semi close to the current town that we were in, and well, realized I don't know where the hell I am or who I am or anything, and I need money. And
Mm.
so I saw the posting looking for you know people to protect the caravan, and I was like, hey, this one actually would accept me. This one I can do. Like I can get hired on this job, and so I think that's one of the reasons why I ended up here to take this job. And as I said before, like I don't remember anything about who I am. Um,
Mm.
Still have to figure out my name, but getting there. Uh, but the essentially for my character, um, I woke up uh, with a hole in my chest
Oh,
and
jeez.
Oh damn.
like no idea who I am, where I was. I remember
You
traveling
still
to, or no, actually, I don't remember, but like I found out that I am um, or I was a ladrin. However, being kind of undead, I haven't felt the need to eat or to do much, and so I'm just kind of trying to figure out who I am. You currently, when you do see my character, you currently see my character as, kind of elven image, and currently my hair is stark white. Kind of the core of me is a little bit paler. You might see some like black veins kind of poking up around the sides of my shirt. Um, and then, I have a couple lightly colored branches coming off me. Currently, no leaves on them, and there just kind of seems to be a tinge of frost almost to the edges of me. And um, maybe a little bit. So the branches are coming mostly out of my like shoulders, a little bit out of my arms, that kind of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And um, yeah, yeah. Also, the jacket I have is a bit tattered,
Mm.
and I think the ends of my fingers are a bit frostbitten, so I have that like the purpley blue color, a little bit more on the blue side to the my fingers and stuff. So that's kind of, and I'm quite pensive as of right now when you first meet me.
All right. So I'm curious. Do you still have a big hole in your chest, or did that go away?
So it's not it's a hole that it's not like a goes through me, but it's a wound that kind of seems like it healed over, but like it's not healed. It's more of a like a darker energy kind of in there, but like I guess most of the other people wouldn't know about it unless like I took my shirt
Your
off or
shirt off.
something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you say you remember things like needing money, like the Feywild, like that you are an Eladrin, but you don't remember details of like who you are or what you were doing, right?
Well, actually, it's odd because I was told that I was Eladrin, or at least looked for the most part Eladrin.
Mm.
So you have bumped
And
into people since you've woken up.
yeah, so I kind
Okay.
of found my way, waking up from where I was, which is pretty much in the ground. And I woke up, kind of crawled my way out of the ground,
Yeah.
and I felt this kind of like this innate magic about me, and so I, stumbled my way into the closest settlement that I could find. Um, Fortunately, at the time, I had what little clothes I had on me were able to like cover up any mortal looking wounds. And so I didn't have to deal with the whole like, oh hey, what the fuck are you? Zombie kind of situation.
Yeah.
But I realized quickly that I had no money on me. I had no way of, you know, doing anything. And so that's how I came to the job posting for the caravan is that, I realized to really um, you know, progress and like I only had what little bit I had in my pockets at the time. So
So did you remember the Feywild, or how would you have known that that's where you're from?
so when I stumbled into whatever town
Highguard, I
I
guess.
found first, yeah, um, I think there was there was the an older an older family that I happened upon kind of on the outskirts that uh, you know, initially were shocked to see me, but they remembered, um, a long time ago that of a species of Fae that passed through, and I looked. like that. I looked like the Eladrin that, you know,
Yeah, most
used to be there.
most people would probably mistake you for Elven, though you would obviously look a little bit odd for an elf. Um,
Okay, well, yeah, there you go.
the Yeah, most of the population does not know what the Feywild is. Like even
Right.
wizards, a lot of them don't know what the Feywild is. It's only more like very learned and specialists who would know stuff like that. Um,
Okay, well, in that case, that's exactly what I was saying, and
yeah,
I don't know exactly what or who I am. Pretty much for my character design, pretty much what I was thinking is that I wake up, I don't know anything, and so when it comes down to it, I think what happened is, the magics kind of seeped into me, and when it brought me back, I am not the same person as who originally owned this body.
Hmm.
oh,
Um,
interesting. All right.
Ooh,
I
it's a guy.
No.
I
Stop it.
I'm not the original person who owned this body, and so I'm trying to figure out all the stuff
Hmm.
from scratch. And so, uh, with that, when I came back to this body, I yeah, I've talked to you a little bit about this, but I've had flashes of other people, other lives, not
Hmm.
always the same person. And so, I am really quite confused as to everything going on.
It's
So yeah,
interesting.
maybe I don't really know that I'm a Ladrin yet, um, but um, like I said, I've kind of described myself. I have a little bit more of the um, above the table. The differences between me and an elf would be that maybe I have a little bit more like the branches and leaves actually growing off of me,
Yeah.
and being a part of actually who I am. Um,
All right.
so yeah.
So, so it sounds like yeah, you woke up somewhere in the forest around Highgard. As you said, you didn't know what was going on, so you kind of wander getting to Highgard, and maybe yeah, like you said, you were taken in by like a nice family who just thought you were some kind of person down your luck because you were acting kind of weird and didn't know a lot of stuff that someone in the Empire should know. And so I guess you figured out that you had magic during this time. Uh,
Yeah, so with the magic, it was not it was not right off the bat. It was kind of something that, I would kind of touch things, or every now and then, maybe, the colors would change. So, I wouldn't have white hair. I'd have a, more reddy brown hair,
yeah.
and or green hair, and so I realized that there's this weird like stuff going on, and so I'm really just starting to um, explore these new abilities I have. I don't really know much about them, and so when it comes down to it, I really am like essentially like a newborn. I haven't I've been nervous to share them with anybody, and I haven't wanted to
Hmm.
show off and be this crazy spectacle. So I've been kind of trying to keep them to myself a bit.
Okay. And did you? I might have missed this. Did you know when you woke up you had these powers, or did you just suddenly discover them like while you were walking around?
So it was I think I woke up feeling
Like you just
like
kind of
an
knew you could.
energy, like I had something extra there that wanted to be released a little bit.
So you kind of sensed it and then figured out that, oh, I can do these things.
Yeah, and
I see. Okay.
yeah.
All right. I think I'm getting an idea for that. So you went to town. Do you think you scared the family and maybe they made you left, or maybe they made you leave, and then that's when you found this job, or do you think you're still on pretty good terms with them? Like you're
I'd
still
say
kind
I'm
of.
I'd say I was on. I didn't scare the family. I think that um, with my eloquence, I was able to kind of smooth some of
It's true.
the
You have high charisma.
ruffles, and so I kind of they might not have like fully understood or fully like you know trusted me, but like they definitely weren't afraid of me, and they actually might have been the ones that pointed me to go look at the job board, see if there's something I can do. Uh,
Yeah, maybe
because
subtly hinted like, "Hey, maybe you should go get a job."
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what I was thinking.
Stop
It's
Come
like, hey,
on,
you're
buddy.
freeloading.
Hey, look at
cool,
that
but
board over there. Why don't you go check that
um,
out?
Huh.
just out of curiosity, when
He
you
won't
have those like
leave. Sorry, go
when
ahead.
your appearance changes, how do you how do you tell people about that? How do you justify that, or what explanation do you give to people? Because like if it says that drastic, where it's like, hey, white hair, brown hair, and different things like that, it can be like you
Well,
could like, who is this? Like, what's going on with this guy?
right now it's only happened uh, maybe a handful of times. It's only been between like two colors, the white and the brown. And so I've kind of just tried to hide myself away as best I could, and and I noticed the change. I think the first time I noticed the change was in or when I was a little bit after I've met that family. They gave me a place to stay for a little bit of time, and so after after talking with them a little bit, and them trying to encourage me to do stuff, and go out and stop freeloading. Um, I think I was emboldened by what they were saying, and I felt that drive for action. And so maybe that's actually the reason why I left the family when I did, is because I noticed that um, my hair had changed more of that brown color. I had some leaves, but they were like the orange of like the orange and greens kind of that you get in the summer time. Um, uh, the greens, but not like super vibrant, lively greens, but just the normal greens and stuff. So maybe that's actually why I started go looking for a job, and then um, you know maybe this is I don't know, the second day, and so like I started going more back into my pensive thoughtfulness, and that's why I'm now showing up as more of the winter aspect.
All right, so your aspects kind of almost change depending on your moods. Like,
Exactly. So
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
okay.
and so right now the two that I've had are winter, where I'm more, well, I don't know if everybody needs to know this, but I'm a little bit more thoughtful, a little bit more, pensive, kind of
Mm.
thinking of the
Yeah.
past, trying to think of the past.
And
Um,
it's fine if you tell them this. This is, again, kind of the
yeah,
difference between what. Because, as you know, players, that's interesting knowledge to have, and that gives your character more
Yeah.
depth. But, obviously their characters wouldn't know this, so you just have to kind of try to
Yeah,
separate that.
yeah,
I'll have to
and
watch.
so the the summer colors that you're seeing, and really the colors are on the edges of me, not in the core of me. The core of me remains that like very pale, with the darkened veins peeking out around the shirt a little bit, but not like super noticeable,
Mm.
especially with everything else that's weird about my character. Um, but the colors are more on the edges of me. Um, if that makes any sense.
yeah.
I
So,
think so.
The reason I mostly asked is because I know that like I am going to play my character as a Tabaxi would. This is like very extremely curious. So if I notice that you have these different changes, I know my character's going to be like, "That's odd and interesting. I wonder what that's
What's up with
about." Just
him?
that, yeah, just that curiosity that I would have, and so I was
Hmm.
curious since we are like kind of traveling together in a sense. what you would have said in the past or how you deal with that when people are curious about those aspects.
Yeah, well, we'll find out how I deal with it. I haven't had to deal with it yet, so.
Hell yeah.
So I'm just
But
making.
the my colors don't change. They only change after a long rest, technically. So, it's kind of how I'm feeling in the morning.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm just taking some notes from the stuff you guys have told me. But I think I, gotta have at least a basic idea of everyone. So for your character, you said you were still working on it, right? Wait, we don't have a character name for you yet. I keep wanting to say in progress, but that's like.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
so
I'm
used to
still
just
working
looking
on
at the
it.
pictures to remember the names. I'm like, wait, it's not in progress. But yeah, that's fine. You can keep working on it. Let me just take some notes here. Does anyone else have any questions? Just let me know. If you
I don't think. I guess a little bit of my confusion also in asking him about these details, or because you were asking us like how would we like what motivation we have to be together? Are we together now, or are we interacting our first session of meeting at the
So
caravan to do this job together?
at the start of the game, it will be nighttime in High Guard, and the caravan will be assembled kind of in the main yard near the gates, getting ready to leave for the next day. You all would have been introduced around the campfire because you're basically the elite group. Like, it's mostly just normal guards, but you guys were all brought in separately. Two of you obviously know each other, the other two will not. So there'll be a little bit of a meeting there where you'll all kind of talk for the first time, and then we'll kind of take it from there as night turns into the next day and the story starts rolling out, if that answers your question.
It does.
Yeah. So that's kind of where the beginning is going to be. I mean, I used to have more like you just wander around and like bump into each other, but I feel like, it might take less time to just have you guys kind of start together, make things a little easier. Because I know there is some value in the organic, like we meet at the tavern, like, hey, what's up? But
Right.
Yeah,
it tends
but it's
to
also
take
not,
a
you
lot
know,
longer. Yeah.
this is in Critical Role. We're gonna have like 6 hours to be like, we all know each other now and all our
Yeah.
motivations.
Right.
Yeah. So at least for the start to get things rolling out, there will be, you guys are all there getting ready to depart because you've all taken this job, and that'll probably lead to you naturally talking to each other a bit. And then you can kind of decide what you want to reveal and whatnot. Do you remember Shock?
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's kind of the guy who will introduce himself and you all to each other. I guess you would all already know him, so I can at least give you his picture.
Because he would be the person that hired us, essentially, like as we all applied.
Yeah, he's kind of the caravan's. He's like the oldest kind of guy in this group who seems to be leading this caravan expedition.
He's not the owner of the caravan. He's just like an employee who guarantees the security.
He's more of like a veteran, although you wouldn't know much about his past. You may have heard from the other people that he had fought in the last. What was the name of that war? I should just memorize all this stuff. He had fought in the last war with the Northern Empire, the Drogoth Empire, the dwarves. He seems nice enough, kind of quiet, keeps to himself mostly. But yeah, he'll be part of that introduction. So once everyone is ready to move on to the actual game, I think we're doing pretty good. We're rolling along. We got good basic kind of layout. But of course, if you have any questions or thoughts, just let me know.
My sheet says that as a barbarian, I add my constitution and my dexterity scores to my AC, right?
Yes, it should do that naturally once the character is complete.
It is complete, and for some reason it's only adding the dexterity, and I don't know why.
Huh, that's weird. Let me take a look. This is Bell, right?
Yep, that's me. Oh.
Okay.
Michael pointed that I didn't have unarmored defense like clicked. Is that what my problem? Oh, yep, that's it.
Oh, okay.
There
Yeah,
we
I only
go.
know that because that was the same for the monk, because they get wisdom and dex, but it wasn't applying
It
to like
can-
hit that button.
Yeah, and
I
I
must
think
toggle it.
yeah, because it can go away. Because I think it's dependent on your armor. So if you're wearing armor, I think it does not apply.
Right. No, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Okay. Looks like you're able to click on your macros and everything. Do all those work okay? See if they display stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, looks like it. Okay.
I believe so.
Can you remind me what heroic inspiration is?
Heroic inspiration. Isn't that a human thing?
It is, but we both have it because we took the entertainer backgrounds, so
Well, we
we
can
are
give it.
musicians that can give it.
That's- Yeah,
Oh.
but I guess, yeah, would it
you-
only be a human who could receive it, I guess?
No, that shouldn't matter. Let me see. Where is it? It's under features.
Yeah. Boop.
There it is. Okay.
Move it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Also, when you're done with that, could you explain how needing component items works for magic spells?
Yeah. Let me see. Does it not actually give you a description for heroic inspiration?
It does, and I assume that was just like a standardized 2024 thing that says this is what heroic inspiration is. I just haven't found it yet.
Yeah, I don't know the new sheets as well as the old ones because they're also still building them. I'm just gonna look up heroic inspiration. I think I know what it is, but I'm also not as fluent. Okay, heroic inspiration. There we go. What are you? Reveal your secrets. You can expend it. Okay, yeah, so it is the human thing. Yeah, so if you have it, you can expend it to re-roll a dice immediately after rolling it and use the new roll, whatever you roll.
So that's before knowing if the roll succeeded or not. You just say, "Oh, I rolled a 1. I will do this," automatically.
Yeah, you would tell me before I declare results.
Okay, cool.
Let me see. If you gain heroic inspiration but already have it, it's lost unless you give it to a player character who lacks it. So you can pass them around. If you get another heroic, you can pass it to someone else. It's kind of interesting.
Every short and long rest. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, so you can... I mean, you get 3 short rests a day, but you can get the party all jazzed up with a bunch of stories. Everyone has heroic inspiration. We're all feeling good. Alright, so... what was your magic question? You said components?
Yeah, so for example, something like chromatic orb requires, it's a level 1, but it requires 50 gold piece worth of a diamond worth at least 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, so you would need like a small diamond to cast it. The good thing is, unless it says it's expended, you would still have that diamond. It's just to use that spell, you would have to get that component, and once you have it, you're just good to go.
Okay, well, I'll pass on the chromatic orb for level 1.
It is a very powerful spell, which is kind of why it has that component.
Did you see the 2024 version?
Oh yeah, I'm well aware
That's
of
crazy.
what it does, yeah.
It bounces now? Like, what?
They actually
That's
made
cool.
it more worth the component cost.
Yeah.
Yeah, common one is that. Another common one is a 100 gold piece pearl for identify.
Yep, I saw that one too. But
you guys
I'll
are
still be
broke right
taking
now.
that. I'll
Yeah,
still be
well.
taking that just to have on the side.
I have groups with castles and hundreds of thousands of gold who are like getting close to epic level. You guys are broke. So it's fine.
We all
you'll
got to start at one, right?
yeah, you'll make your way. So it's a big world out there. You'll
Downtown.
find stuff. Making my way downtown. Exactly.
No.
Exactly. So who is still working on their character?
I am.
Okay,
You're
no
good.
worries. Just curious. Flick, I think
No.
you said you were done. Belle, are you done?
Mhm.
I am. I took money because I want to kind of pick which items I start with. I'm not sure at what point we do the shopping, I guess.
You could do it right now.
Excellent. How do I
this-
shop?
So, do you have a player's handbook by any chance?
I should
We
have bought it for
do.
Roll20. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if
I
you
also
don't have
have one
one,
On
or-
hand, I think.
yeah, I mean, if you don't have one, that's fine. It's just a little bit more annoying to look stuff up in the compendium.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, I think it's if you search for equipment,
It
should.
is a. It's a 5e, but it's the old version.
I mean, I think they're mostly the same. If you here, let me click around, see what I can find.
Right.
I think equipment will give you the list. No, I hate this compendium sometimes. All right, do you give prices?
Probably about the same.
But yeah, your story-wise, this represents you kind of. You're not shopping right now, just sometime in the either
No.
past or like it. Basically, just like I said, a representation of things you've acquired over your career.
We didn't start from absolute zero, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you not give prices?
Goodness.
Why you do this? Oh, well, this kind of does. About the other stuff. So if you search for equipment and you click on that, you might have to kind of page through it. But I think it has basic adventuring stuff. Okay, yeah, so that's armor, weapons. Does it have other stuff? There's weapons. Do you see that if you do the compendium?
Yeah, over in the little books. Yeah, I see. I can see. I clicked on it. Oh, and then do I just drag it into my inventory? It has been a while
Yes.
since I've done Roll20, so
So-
I'm remembering.
Yeah, so you can search for whatever you bought and then just click and drag it, and it will just add it to your inventory. Just make
I
sure
just have
you
to make
get
sure I
the 2024 version.
Perfect. And make sure I take the cost off of my money.
Yeah, it'd be nice if there was some way to just have it do that for you,
Right.
but unfortunately, you do have to manually
Ah, well.
do it. Yeah, so let's go with the tools. Where's the base equipment?
Yeah, I think the prices are the same so far from our book as opposed to this, so that helps.
Yeah, it's probably very similar.
Quick question. Sorry.
No, no worries.
The spell catapult. It's technically not a 2024, but it doesn't have, or it doesn't have a version in 2024. Am I able to take that or not?
Xanathars. You're gonna be
Yeah.
catapulting stuff. Let me see.
I figured it would be easy to explain that. Oh, I'm just really good at throwing stuff.
What is it? Dex save. I think Xanathars is compatible, so yeah, sure. I think that should be okay. First level Dex save 3d8. That doesn't sound too bad.
Okay,
Yeah, so
Cool.
yes, that should be fine.
that's the only one that's not a 2024 spell that I have right now. So
It's similar to a magic missile.
Are currencies increments of 10 except for Electrum because it's weird?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even really use Electrum, but I think
Yeah.
they're in tens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10 silver to a gold and 10 gold to platinum, 10 copper to a silver.
Perfect. Yep, that's what I thought.
Bryn, how are you
Yes.
doing?
My character should be done, and I am also trying to go through the equipment stuff and figure out what I need.
Okay, yeah, no worries. Good thing you want to probably make sure you have some food, at least like 7 days of rations. It's good to have something in case you get lost in the wilderness. Does anyone have survival?
Oops.
You have any woodsmen here?
Ooh,
Alright,
I
so then
think
you
so.
I
definitely
don't
want to
think
make
so.
sure you have some food.
Yeah.
If no one is a hunter or a frontiersman, because then yeah, you don't have anyone to get food for the group. So rations will probably
Like
be good to
nature.
have. Yeah, you can actually do some gathering with nature. So
There you go.
that
Cool.
At least you're not trying to convince animals to come up to you to eat them.
I
Right.
mean, I do have animal handling.
not generally used in
That'd be a
hunting.
little
That's
cool.
kind of the
Oh
opposite
God.
of hunting.
Yeah.
I already
That would be
imagine
horrible.
our
It's getting dark. Um,
yeah.
so yeah, with nature, what's your bonus to nature?
+7?
Oh wow, really? You're smart. Oh, that's right. The new rules let you use wisdom, huh? Is that why it's so
I
high?
think it still says that it's int. If I click it, will that mess anything up, or will it tell me why?
This is Bryn, right?
Yeah.
Well, you're done with your character. Yeah, you can just click stuff. It's fine. It shouldn't mess anything up. Well, I think it'll display it. Oh, it does a check, right? Int bonus, proficiency.
Oh.
Magician roll bonus? What's that? It's a magician roll. to do like creative things with stuff like tools. So
I'm definitely grabbing an explorer's pack, so I'll have basics.
yeah,
A
it's
tent,
like
yeah, I'm looking at that.
anything you think might be useful on an actual adventure, you might want to try to grab. Definitely rope and grappling hook. A lot of times people are like, there's a wall and like they don't have a rope, and everyone just kind of shrugs like, whoops.
Right. I do have a length of rope.
But again, just keep weight in mind. My weight system I do a little different from the norm. Instead of 5 times, I do 10 times strength, just because I want people to be able to carry a little more. So just keep in mind you can carry up to 10 times your strength score, unencumbered.
Does size have anything to impact that at all? Because I am small sized.
I don't think so, but I know. Actually, I think Furbog has something that lets them double their carry capacity.
I think it was something like I'm considered one size larger, so I think it'd be a large for carrying purposes, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if small affects that. I need to check Google. It's like programming.
Right.
No, small size does not, but I think large size does let you carry more. Yeah,
Yeah, it does say
multiplied by
something
2.
along that.
So basically, you can carry up to 16 times your strength, or sorry, 20 times your strength if you're
Good.
large.
Wow.
And then, yeah, I think it's 30, up to 30 times. Because yeah, it's double 15, so it's up to 30 times if you go over the initial weight. Because light encumbered isn't too bad. It just means you get minus 5 feet of movement, so you're a little slower. Heavy encumbered is bad. That makes you get like disadvantage to all your rolls, move at half speed. It's not good. It's like you're just dragging a bunch of backpacks around as you're running. But yeah, so just buy whatever looks useful and you can carry, and you can afford, obviously.
Oh, that ruins everything.
Yeah, don't just add stuff to your sheet. Flick.
Right.
Okay, number 1, not cool. That's all I gotta say. There's no number 2 or 3, just number 1.
Sorry.
And I'm a monk now, so you have to get rid of this perception that I'm the roguey boy who's doing stuff, okay? I'm a monk, and I will act as monks do, which I don't know how they act, but...
Only a rogue.
Alright, we'll
Always
see.
a rogue.
You can
Yep.
prove me wrong.
I am a cat, though, so...
Yeah. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I'm forgetting? I'm sad we didn't get our 5th player.
Yeah.
I just did not hear back from him.
Did we lose our warlock friend or our potential cleric friend?
Well, the warlock left the group, like, he said he had a job opening, so he had to give up his Thursdays.
Gotcha.
Our other one said he had a power issue.
Yeah, he put in the main chat, his computer just stopped turning on or something, and so he was in the chat trying to solicit help, which is hard to give technical advice over Discord.
Yeah, troubleshooting is a complicated thing. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm guessing he's going to be here next week, hopefully, but I'm not sure if he's going to show up today. But I don't know. We have a pretty lively group of 4 here. I think we have a good basis to start things off.
I feel like lively is rude to our undead friend.
Always gotta give me crap.
Unsensitive. Yeah.
Hey, it's been like a year, so I gotta catch up on.
Fair enough. Does he give you this much crap?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'll turn off the internet right now.
The router's right next to his computer, yeah.
He's got his hand over the plug. He's like, I'll do it.
Suddenly 3 of us have internet issues, huh?
Yeah. It's like, well, I guess there's only 2 for
Here
today.
we are.
Scorched earth.
That escalated quickly.
goodness.
Okay.
Sorry, for shopping, how does this work to add things to our inventory?
So you basically you just minus the amount of gold, the book. We're just doing book price for this, and then you would in the compendium search for the item. Then with your sheet open, you just click and drag it onto your sheet. You want the 2024 version if possible.
Okay. I've got the, I think, compendium open and just trying to add light armor, but when I try to drag, I'm not sure what I'm dragging exactly.
Which light armor are you buying?
Yeah, that might be the issue.
Probably just padded armor.
So yeah, you'd look for the padded, because there's armor proficiency. You don't want to drag that onto your sheet. You want the item, whatever the item is, like padded armor if that's what you bought. Leather is a good one. You're a druid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would suggest if you can afford it, studded leather or leather, because I think padded is I think it's the cheapest, but it's also the least defense. But it depends on how much funds you have.
Yeah, I've only got 55 right now.
Okay. So yeah, leather is usually the default. Leather or studded leather for druid. But yeah,
Okay.
let me know if you can't click and drag it. I can take a look.
Yeah, even though I'm a barbarian, I might pick up some armor. It's better than what I got.
And any questions from you, Alexander?
So I'm on the about section, and it's like giving me like personal characteristics, bonds, flaws, ideals. Should I just try and go through and choose some of those, or is that like something else?
You said you're on the. It looks like your thing says it's done, but what were you on?
Yeah, I think the about page.
About.
It gives me languages. I'm supposed to be choosing my languages, my name, character details, like the alignment.
Okay.
And then it gives the personal characteristics, bonds, flaws, ideals,
Yeah,
lost
I don't
memories,
think.
personal traits.
Maybe I don't see because It doesn't show that on my screen, but it might just be that only you see that. So yeah, I'd say just go through that and pick stuff that sounds, like it makes sense.
All right.
Baron Sorcerer. Those are a lot of fun.
Right click.
It's interesting that you don't know who this body is. You probably have fun
Yeah,
with that story.
that's fun.
Whose dead body have I taken? Why did I take that body?
Taken or was it given to him? Let's figure it out.
Oh,
That's a great question.
right?
We will figure stuff out. And that's also actually
find out.
why I have an interest in like as we continue going, that's why I have an interest in like, history and finding out more information about like magics and stuff like that, and just trying to figure out what happened, like
Yeah.
who I am.
I'm sure we'll have a nice backstory adventure having to do with that, figuring out your origins and what you are, who or what. Some kind of psychic entity.
Donna.
Would you say my lifestyle is wretched, squalid, poor?
You woke up in
I mean,
a forest, so I don't know.
right, exactly.
Kind of
But
answers that.
the what I was going to say is that maybe I'm wearing, I was wearing, I should say, uh, nice clothing,
You
like
stole a rich
quite
guy's
fancy
body.
clothing.
Nice.
Uh, well, I don't know, but maybe the fact that they were coming from the Feywilds, they were some kind of envoy or something like that. So it also explains how I have a little bit of money to buy some gear. So
There you
I
go.
rummage
Yeah.
through my pockets and I have some money in there.
Like, what is this? These little gold plates. Yeah, I
can
mean,
afford some
whichever
stamina.
you think sounds good for you, because that kind of stuff is more cosmetic anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
For your particular storyline, that stuff doesn't matter too much, because you are obviously not part of society.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I know you mentioned that every magic user has to register. I was thinking that I wouldn't be registered
Oh, you
because.
definitely wouldn't be registered.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. And so,
I
yeah.
mean,
All right,
there
cool.
wasn't like a
Just want to make sure we're
census
on the
guy
same.
in the woods who's like, I saw you
Right.
just woke up with magical powers. Can you tell me a little bit about where you're from? What's your zip code?
Oh man.
Exactly. All right, cool. I just want to make sure we're on the same, same line. All right.
Yeah, well, this city is actually a place where you can register because the Phoenix Guild does have a part in the tower. But yeah, I think it would be more fun to say you have not registered yet. Your character probably wouldn't even know
Perfect.
they're supposed to.
Exactly what I was thinking. I was
Yeah.
about to say that too. I was like, I wouldn't even know unless somebody specifically tells me, and then I'd have to make the choice.
And
Mhm.
the poor family that you're freeloading with doesn't know anything about magic registry. They'd just be like, this guy's a weirdo. Who is this guy?
But he's so damn charismatic. I don't
Oh
care.
man.
Yeah. He's so nice, but he won't get a job.
Oh
Like,
no.
look, I'll get a job in my own time.
After I've taken all their money, but
Yeah, next month, I promise. I'm still getting on my feet. All right. So do we want to do a short break? I know we've been sitting here talking for a while. I think once character creation is done at this point, we're pretty much set to go.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh no, it's completely fine. This is
Totally fine.
session 0. I mean, sometime I have session zeros where this is all we do. So, like, I don't think anyone's in a rush. I mean, everyone kind of knows this is what this is about, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's also a very strong chance that I have to leave here in about 40 to 30 minutes because
Denied.
our I
Yep.
know our dog is getting groomed, and so I got to go pick him up. But
How dare
Or our
you.
roommate's dog is getting groomed, and he didn't know if he'd be able to pick him up, and he's definitely not going to be able to. So, um,
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, like I said, we can take a break, and then once everyone finishes, we can at least do like an introduction around the campfire so your characters actually talk to one another. And we could
yeah,
just end after that,
Yeah.
after you all kind of intro yourselves and talk to Shock and maybe like talk to some of the other NPCs who think you guys look really weird and crazy.
I'm
a
sure.
little lay of the land.
Everyone here is like human, and you guys are all like, I'm a undead Eladrin. I'm a Furbog. And it's like, is that a cat? Who are these people?
Like, yeah, what's wrong with the vetting system? Like, how the hell did they get in?
Yeah.
How tall is our furbog friend actually? I was wondering.
Um,
Yeah,
I
you two are
am
the tall
6'10".
people.
Heck yeah.
How tall is the Goliath?
She's 7'4".
Oh, jeez. Yeah, they're just sitting on the little log, just towering over everyone.
Yeah, I'm literally 3 feet tall.
Look,
I'm just
as
like,
a tall person, I understand the pain of a very short seat and very long legs. So I feel you.
Yeah.
It's like my butt is way too close to the ground and my knees are way too high. This is uncomfortable.
Oh man.
All right. Well,
None of these seats are made for people like me. Yeah.
exactly. Well, it's a log, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's do like a little break in case someone needs to use the
Mhm.
restroom, and afterwards we'll see where we're at. All right.
Cool.
works for me.
Yeah, we'll be
We'll
back.
be
That's
back.
good.
Alright, I'm back if you have any questions.
I am here as well, but I don't think I have questions yet.
All right, character sheet made. Woo! Sorry it took so long, guys. All right, now I
You're
need
good.
to buy stuff.
Heck yeah, get your stuff.
All right, I will. I do have to leave to go pick up the pup, but there's nothing on my sheet that needs to be completed. So I am going to just get on Discord on my phone, but I'll just probably, yeah, and I'll be there, but I'll probably be muted, and then just talk when I need to.
Yeah, that's fine. I think we're mostly gonna do interactions.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
With,
have to roll.
exactly.
shouldn't
Nothing to
have
roll.
to, unless you're
Right.
trying to like get into a
Lie.
fist fight for a session, or yeah, lie too.
Fisticuffs. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna get off, and I'll be back on in like 5 minutes and on the road.
Okay. Do you know how much money you're supposed to have? Did it tell you? For buying stuff?
In
Who are
my
you?
experience, yeah,
who-
the go ahead.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Who are you? Who are you talking to?
I think. Well, yeah, I don't have a name for your character yet. I keep almost saying in progress,
Alexander.
but I'm talking to in progress.
Erendor?
There you go.
Okay, Erendor.
Yeah.
All right.
Eryndor.
All right. When you have a chance, could you put that in as your name?
Yes.
Oh, and just FYI, if you guys want to display as your characters instead of those like color splotches, if you go to the chat tab, which is the first one, at the very bottom there's a drop down that says as. You want to pick the second instance of your name. The first one is your account, the second one is your character.
I was wondering that. Yeah, that's perfect.
Unfortunately, you do
There you
have to
go.
do that every time you connect. It's really annoying.
Oh well. No biggie.
But it looks way better.
Oh, the way it worked for me when we were making our character, it was like start with the barbarian stuff or start with 75 gold, and start with the musician stuff or start with like 15 gold or whatever it was. So that's how I knew how much money I was supposed to have, unless it's different than that.
It should be the same amount of gold, but yeah, I basically do it the same way. You can either start with the package or with the gold.
Cool.
The package is a little bit more valuable, but yeah, you have to take what's in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Michael's back. Everyone be quiet.
Oh, watch out.
That's not my name.
Oh, sorry. Flynn.
Right, Rick, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Refer to me by my character name, please.
My immersion.
Breaking the fourth wall. Oh. I have another game in 2 hours.
Boy,
Well, 2 hours from
back
the
to
end
back
of this
for you.
Yeah, which is fine. I'm looking to pick up more games during the week, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I could finally get this one off the ground.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
also hoping
excited.
to do a Wednesday one in the afternoon. I mean, I already have it. I have
Mm-hmm.
evening games pretty much every day except Friday, Saturday.
Is that
Sure.
your you time?
Yeah, I used to do games every day, but man, did I burn out quick. So I'm like, yeah, I need a
Tricky
weekend.
that. Yeah. Even when it's fun, you get tired,
Oh, it's just mentally taxing. Like,
Exactly.
my brain is fried after a game. Like, even 2 games a day, it wears on me.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
When I first started this, I was trying to run games like every day, 2 games a day, and it was just insane.
Horrible.
Yeah, I was burning myself out, so I was like, no, I need a weekend.
That's good. That's smart.
But ideally, I would like to do 2 games every day. Get to a point where I'm used to doing it.
Get like a structure in place that, yeah, you can handle. Yeah.
I think as long as I keep my weekends free of D&D, I can make it work. At this point, I have a lot of content, so while I still would have to come up with new content, obviously, it's not as much as when I first started.
That's true. Yeah, once you create it, it's basically good, right? You can keep running it until I guess you run out of new players.
Yeah, and you can even take older content and kind of repurpose it if they haven't played it yet. Like, I have several campaigns, and I don't think any of you are going to be playing the other ones, so I can steal a map here and there if I really need one.
There you go.
If you guys decide to explore a random place.
You're like, oh shoot. I gotta find a swamp or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so the objective is east. We're going west. Alright, let's go west. Off into the woods. What do we find?
Here we go. How funny.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at the improv. So if you guys want to do random stuff, I can usually just make it work out.
Nice. Heck yeah. Sometimes you gotta follow your heart,
Listen to your heart.
So the name of the game is try to throw Raven off.
Oh, yep.
I can be vengeful.
True.
It's like, you want to go into that random ruin? Alright, let's do this.
Okay.
Come at me, bro.
Oh, man.
It should be fine if you guys want to explore.
Yeah.
I have plenty of side quests in here, but if you want to go looking for your own stuff, we can do that too. Is anyone good with music? I need someone to organize my music. I'm bad at music. It's not one of my arts.
Strong suits.
My
Yeah.
art strong suits. Well, it's not actually my music.
Most
it's
of-
just the. Or go ahead.
I was gonna say most of the time I recognize the like background music 'cause it's always like from World of Warcraft or like I mean that's the one I hear the most is just idle World of Warcraft music in the background. And I'm just like, yep, I recognize that. I can listen to that all day.
Yeah, I'm mostly just using the free music on Roll20 because if I don't, then the Twitch post gets mad at me and yells at me.
Oh, I bet.
So there is one song in there I can't figure out, but every now and then it's just like, oh, copyright content. I'm like, what? Which song? But they always mute it, so I don't know which song it is. So I
Gee.
think one of them got mixed in, and yeah, every now and then it mutes part of my video on Twitch.
Darn.
But it's fine. I don't think I've ever gotten anything muted on my YouTube posts, which is mostly where people look when they want to watch the old games.
Right.
If I If I take a component pouch, should I still have a focus?
I isn't. I thought focus replaces a component pouch, or am I misremembering?
I have no idea.
Let me see.
Right.
Focus. What do you do, focus? Oh, of course, there's a bunch of focuses. Is it just focus rules? Let me see. Rules. Here we go. Arcane focus, I assume, right? Because you're an arcane
Yeah.
caster. So crystal orb, rod, quarterstaff, wand. I want to say they replace the components. They don't replace the ones that have a gold piece value, but I think you can either have a components pouch or the actual focus.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So I might need to fix that. Dang it.
I'm gonna do a little
Because it's
more.
25 gold for a component pouch.
Let me do a little more research, though. Just ask the internet; they don't lie. Okay. So why even use a component pouch if it's more expensive?
That is the question.
Wait, what? What did I just do? So you would still need things that have a gold piece value or things that are consumed in a casting. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So if you're going to multi-class, I think it's saying component pouch works better because specific classes need specific foci. Focuses.
Okay, you're saying if I multi-class, I need a focus.
No, if you multi-class, you want a spell or a components pouch, because component
Oh, okay,
pouches
okay.
can work for any spell, wizard, cleric, anything that requires components. Whereas, like, if you have a staff, that wouldn't work if you're casting cleric spells.
But if so I could keep the rest of my quote-unquote components into a backpack or something like that.
Well, I don't think you need them. If you have the focus, I think that replaces the components.
Except for the ones that have a money value, right?
Yes, except for, like, if it has a money value or something that's consumed by a spell, which usually would have a money value as well.
Right, so all that stuff, the stuff that has a money value,
Yeah.
would that just go into like a backpack? Would that be fine?
Yeah, you could stick it in a pouch or a backpack. So, like, if you were a wizard cleric, you couldn't use your staff to cast cleric spells. You'd still need the components pouch for the components. I guess you could do for flavor reasons too. Like, if you want a little pouch with bat guano on your belt, you could just say, you know, that's you're a spellcaster who uses components. But if you're just min-maxing, it is a little cheaper to go with focus over a pouch, unless you're multi-classing.
Okay.
That was my TED talk on components versus foci. A little spiel. Wait, did you do a random alignment?
Me?
Yeah.
I just chose neutral,
Oh, okay. For some
I
reason
think.
on my chat it says random alignment chaotic evil for Alexander.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I hit the random button. I was like, yeah, I'm not going chaotic evil.
You know.
Like, man, we're going. We're just going right into it.
Remember that PvP conversation we had?
It's like, hi, my name is Dagger to the Face. Oh god, he's going nuts. Ah!
That's just my name.
Wait, is his name Dagger? No, he stabbed that guy. Alright, just wanted to make sure. I don't usually have
Yeah, no.
people playing Chaotic Evil, let alone
Yeah.
first-time players. That's
No joke.
Yeah. I went neutral just because it made sense for waking up and not knowing anything about who I am, so
yeah,
Word.
that's fine. Well, that would be a bold first choice. Yeah, probably recommend.
isn't there like a crystal focus or something? Because like I'm just seeing like imbued wood and then like named things like slumbering dragon touch focus, which
Ooh.
pretty sure I can't get.
I was just looking at that, I thought. So if you go under, I think it's rules for Adventuring Gear Arcane Focus 2024. It should have. I just saw a crystal. I could just give you the price. Let me pull it up again. So,
Okay, I think I found the arcane focus.
yeah, it's 10 gold for the crystal. So if you want to have like a crystal on your hand or in a little pouch, I think you have to be touching it if you're casting a spell that requires components. So one of your hands has to be either touching the crystal or grasping it, like you could wear it as an amulet and just like put your hand to your chest and touch it. But yeah,
Okay.
you have to use one of your hands when you.
And you said the arcane focus. You're saying that it could look like anything. It's just called the arcane focus. Or is there
Yeah.
an item that I can drag onto my sheet?
Let me see. Well, if you want a crystal, I think there is an item called crystal. Yeah, so there's an item called crystal, and you just click and drag that onto your sheet.
Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to look for any kind of focus. So.
And you can always edit the description to like say it looks like something. Yeah, there's crystal, orb, rod, staff, and wand. Alright, well, I guess I could start doing a little bit of an introduction while you're buying stuff. Because I think that's all you have left, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, it is nightfall in the city of Highguard. You've all kind of come to this place through different passages in your lives, all here for the reward to help escort this caravan to Char, which apparently is being plagued by bandits. Again, the reward is a bit strange, a bit high for the job. 50 gold pieces for just a simple escort job. 50 gold pieces each is definitely a lot more than you'd expect. So yeah, you're all kind of sitting around a campfire with several other humans who are definitely looking at you, kind of maybe with a combination of worried and confused looks on their faces. But from behind the fire, out of the dark, steps a familiar figure who you've all sort of spoken to already. Shock would walk up to the four of you, and he would say, "Friends, you all made it. I thought there were supposed to be two more, but I don't see them anywhere. I hope they made their journeys here safely. Hopefully they're in Highguard still. But now that you're here, I would like to ask you some questions, as I might be fighting with you in the coming time, so it's probably good if we know more about each other's abilities." So he'll turn to... he'll start with Arendal. Oh, wait, you're doing your shopping. Hang on, I'll get back to you. He'll turn to Bell, and he'll say, Goliath, I'm assuming from the mountains, up north?
Maybe.
What would you look like to them?
Tall. Yeah, 7'4". She's actually very heavily cloaked and hooded. Doesn't seem to want to draw attention to herself as tall as she is. And hunching, because she knows she's tall. So basically like that one kid who grew too tall too fast and is just like hunched over in their a desk right at school. Yeah, that kind of vibe.
Nice.
Right. Yeah, and from what you can see from her hands peeking out in her face from the firelight, gray skin, some dark etching features across them, but
Any
Yep, that's it.
visible tattoos or symbols that someone might recognize?
Not that you can see. There is Goliaths have black, or not black, but like dark or like different colored markings generally. I can't remember what they're called, like petro skin things, right?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
But she's doing her best to kind of cover that up, so you can't really see them very well. But
He kind of nods. He says, looks like you specialize in larger weapons. He kind of... Oh, what type of weapon do you have? I don't think I asked.
it's a great club.
I figured.
Yep.
So he kind of gestures to the great club on your back. He says, I see a lot of your kind using those. He says, I assume that's what you will mostly use in combat, more melee-focused attacking, watching the front.
She'll nod.
He says, well, I'll be up there with you. Hopefully my shield can keep us both protected. He kind of puts his hand out as if to shake yours and smiles.
She hesitates, but she does take it. Very...
His very small hand compared to yours.
Yeah. Yeah, but she's very gentle.
So he nods with a big smile and, shakes your hand as hard as he can. Well, not
Nice.
overly, but just a firm handshake.
Yeah, he's trying to... Right.
Uh,
She doesn't. She doesn't squeeze back.
all right. So he would then look to Bryn, and he says, Furbog. He says, I assume maybe from the swamp areas? I haven't seen many of your kind up here. He says, what brings you to Highguard and to this job, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm from near the swamp, a little bit more into the forest, though. My sister decided to send me out. She's one of the lead druids of our town, like our grove, and she had her own adventures, and she said that this was the best way to learn, is to go out on my own. So I decided to join up on this escort so that I could just really dive right in.
He seems a bit surprised. He said, druid. So, it's rare I see your kind in the cities. Mostly the ones I've known have kept to their groves. Quite a powerful companion to have. I feel honored. He says, can you change into animals like the other druids I've seen?
Not yet. My sister said that I need to learn that on my own and talk to more animals on the road, so that maybe I can learn from them through Sylvanas.
He says, well, I look forward to helping in that. He says, "Do you require defense in combat, or can you stand your own against foes, close and personal?"
I'm not sure yet. Might be a little fragile, at least to start out.
He says, "Well, I'll keep that in mind. Just try to stay behind me if things get rough." Oh, and what would your character look like to everyone?
She is about 6'10", so a little short for a Bulg. And she has kind of pale greenish skin with rosy cheeks and a rosy nose with red kind of auburn hair more at the roots and like mid lengths, and then uh, as it gets more towards the ends, it turns more into kind of like a burnt orange, really reminiscent of kind of like an autumn time. Her armor is very simple, kind of greens, browns, kind of, if you guys have played Baldur's Gate, it's kind of like a
Mhm.
classic druidic type of armor from there, but she's got some moss kind of growing on the one of the shoulders. Pretty similar to the picture that I've got, but and she's got flowers that she's kind of woven throughout her hair.
All right. Any obvious symbols or something that people might recognize on you, or tattoos?
No, she's pretty simple.
All right. And do you have any obvious weaponry or armor?
Just have a quarterstaff and just some leather armor.
Okay. And are you ready to do your interaction, Erendor, or are you still kind of busy?
I mean, I can do it.
All right.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, yeah. So he walks over to you next, and he says, "Oh, um, you seem like an elf, but your features are a little different. I don't mean to offend. Um, are you an elf, or have I got that completely wrong?"
I just kind of not. I don't realize at first that he's talking to me, and after a moment or two, I'm like, you're talking to me. Sorry. No. Uh, honestly, I was told I look like an elf. Um, I'm not really sure. I know that sounds weird, but my memory isn't what it used to be.
He says, "You're not sure what you are. I don't understand. Don't you?"
I I got injured a while back, and so things are still a little new to me. It's coming back in waves, but yeah, I'm not really sure who I am. I I saw this posting and thought it would be a good opportunity for me to you know both get off my ass and hopefully remember stuff and to help other people out. So and make a little coin on the side as I'm sure everybody loves coin.
Says, "I'm sorry. I've had friends in the war who've been injured, and I've heard stories of people losing their mental facilities." He says, "Though you don't seem very heavily armored. Are you? What? How would you contribute to a battle? Just if you don't mind me asking."
Oh, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to see me from the battlefield. You know, we'll I've been feeling I have a couple daggers. I have this javelin I bought. I'm sure I can help out. Unfortunately I didn't get any armor though. Um, but I have this. You'll be able to see me from the battlefield. I won't let you down. That being said, I'm not going to be able to take very many hits, so I might need some cover if that's something that you or anyone else you know of can help with.
He says, "Of course. It sounds like you fight with smaller weaponry, daggers and small blades, javelins. Are you some sort of an assassin?"
It's more of a ranged type of thing. I kind of use some ranged abilities and I'm pretty good at throwing daggers and javelins and stuff. So that's one of the things I came on is the ability my ability to throw. Actually, it's pretty cool. You'll see it in action.
He nods and
Hopefully,
says,
there's no action though.
Yeah.
well, that's the hope. But yes, we have plenty of guards who can help defend you. So if you can be effective from the back lines, you'll be a welcomed addition. Oh, and what would you look like to everyone?
So, uh, just before, uh, I'm sorry, who was the NPC?
Shock.
Shock.
Shock. Just before Shock walked up to me, you can see me kind of warming my hands by the fire and kind of just looking into the fire and contemplating. He is currently he's got long elven ears. He has about medium length hair. It's tousled. It's stark white with a little bit of blue on the tips of it on the ends. He has just a simple traveler's cloak over his shoulders and uh, remnant of a bit of a tattered, slightly finer quality jacket underneath the cloak. Um, he has somehow he still has the branches kind of coming off his shoulders and off of his arms, and they have cold, frosted looking leaves that are on the ends of it. And he looks he's about I think I lost my stats, but he's about 5'11" in height and quite lithe. He's very he's like very angular, even for an elf. He seems to be a little bit more like sharper features than an elf normally would be.
Yeah.
And he just kind of strikes people as being a little odd looking, and quite pale. He doesn't have like the normal pink lips or pink nose. He's very pale when it comes to his lips and his other places that would normally hold color in a living person.
Kind of
But
grayish.
yeah, kind of a grayish hue to it.
Probably looks a little bit like a shadow elf, one who might come from the Shadowfell. By those descriptions. All right. So Bryn, actually, you said you had knowledge nature, right?
Yes.
Give me you have proficiency? Like you are trained in it?
Yeah.
Give me a nature check. Because you might know what he is. 13. So you have heard of elves from the Feywild. They're usually referred to as Eladrin. They are not exactly elves, but kind of along the same family. He does look very much like one of those, but he also is extremely gray, which is very much unlike a Feywild elf. Like, they're usually vibrantly colored, and he almost looks like a combination of a shadow elf and a Feywild Eladrin, which would be a very strange combination from the books you've read, because they're almost like polar opposites.
Okay.
So I don't know, were you still describing Erendor, or were you good?
All I want to bring up is he has a like gaunt like features as well. So it's not just the normal you know elven features. He's also quite gaunt, and intense blue eyes.
Okay. And Flynn, are you there?
Click.
Or are you driving? If you have to drive, no worries. We can wait.
I parked because I heard him starting to wind down, so I parked. So I'm chilling.
All right. So yeah, Shock would, as he said, he'll say yes. We'll have people to protect you for sure. And Tabaxi, I have not had one of your people in my crew for well quite a while. He says I have no idea where you might be from. Welcome.
That I'll say that's I would guess that's normal. We tend to keep to ourselves. But yeah, thank you. I'm here with Belle, so where she goes, I go.
Bell nod.
He says, well, that's good. He says, looks like you already have someone to protect you then. He smiles. Are you also someone who fights from the back?
My claws will extend a little bit when he said that, and you'll just see a sneer on my face. But I'll just it'll go away, and I'll just say like, oh, it's where they least expect you. So if I'm behind someone, the better for me, the worse for them.
He says, that is true. Sounds like someone who might be more stealthy on the battlefield then?
I would nod, but if I nod, but you do all see that I do have a collar on with a bell. So as I nod, the bell's just tinkling. Uh,
Does anyone have history training? Is that a mark from your slave background? Or do you have anything on you that would mark you as a slave?
there'd be nothing visible, but let's just say that the collar is representative of that background.
Mhm.
Does anyone have history proficiency?
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay,
Unfortunately, no.
that's fine. So that's
No.
just not something anyone would probably pick up on. So what would you look like to them? Besides, well, you can include the collar.
Um, Yeah, I'm 3 feet tall, so very small. I look like a tabby cat, so I have gray with dark stripes. Very normal clothing, no armor, no visible weapons. Just have my pack. Um, uh, and yeah, just dark yellow eyes. And yeah, the most striking thing about me is number one, I'm small. Number two, I'm a cat. Number three, I have a collar on.
All right. No tattoos or markings that someone might pick up on.
No. Uh, if people had history, they'd probably know that would be off. But yeah, with my background, I don't have anything that ties me to uh, regular tabaxi culture.
All right. So all of your portraits should now be visible under the party tab in the journal under the
Mhm.
player characters. If you want to just like go, I mean, I know you're probably going to change some of them, but like for now, if you want to view stuff there. But Chalk would nod and would say, quite the diverse crew we have here. He says, I look forward to working with you. Though, if things go well, we wouldn't even have to do any fighting. I'm really hoping for a smooth journey, but, prepare for the worst and all that. He says, do you.
Of course.
Go ahead.
Of course, I look forward to working with you as well. By the way, do you do you know? Well, I thought it was interesting. This was one of the few jobs that I was able to pick up from the job board. Do you know why they were looking for what seems like pretty much anybody for this trip? Was there a lack of guards?
He says, well, give me a persuasion check. He says, I mean, yes and no. We have enough guards, but this particular trip has been problematic. Well, we've lost a couple of caravans now, and the town of Char is struggling quite a bit. They're in need of supplies, so we really need to get these through to them, as they've been unable to get supplies in quite a while now.
You've lost some caravans? Were they supply caravans? Were they carrying something else? Is this are we worried about this? Like
He says they were supply caravans. Does anyone? Let me see. Oh, so part of your display, if you could put your passive persuasion, or sorry, passive perception,
Mm.
passive insight, and passive uh, investigation next to your names in your display, just so I don't have to keep asking what
Yep.
everyone has. There is a character limit, so if you keep maybe like a short version of your name and just kind of put those three numbers in that order, just so yeah, I don't
I
have to
know
keep
mine.
going.
My investigation's 10, but my insight and my perception are 14.
Okay.
Mm.
Tens across the board.
and when you say passive, is that
So your passive
uh
score is 10 plus the bonus you would have to making that check.
So if you go to your skills and tools to the right, there's senses, and it says passive investigation, insight, perception.
Yeah, because if you don't put those in there, I'm going to have to be like, what's everyone's passive every time you do something like
Right.
this? So usually I just have people put it in there. I think the limit is like 14 characters, and then it starts doing those stupid dots. So you might have to, if you can come up with like a shortened version of your name.
Did you want it in like investigation, insight, perception order?
Perception, insight, and investigation.
Okay.
So like Bryn space like one number slash 2 second then third, or a dash, or just something to delineate. Oh, of course, it's going to be a pain. Maybe if you put a dot instead of a slash, I'm not sure if that matters. But anyway, I should say, what are all your passive insights? Looks like
10.
15 on Bryn,
for
14 on Flick.
14 on Flick,
14 on Arendor?
Door. So I'll say Bryn. You get the feeling the question made him a little nervous, but then he kind of goes back to like talking normally, and he'd say, "There's danger, but I mean that's what the payment's for, right?" He smiles. He says, "Don't worry. I'm sure we'll do fine." He says, "Our last trips didn't have such talented mercenaries with us."
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna, as he was, I'll climb up on Bell's shoulder and sit
Oh,
there, and I'll say, so if you don't mind me asking, what are you gonna be fighting from the back, or are you the type to lead from the front? Just want to know who I'm dealing with.
he gets a big old smile. He says, "Well, I've got training in good old sword and board," as he brings out his shield and a very nice looking longsword. He kind of bangs them together and says, "I am very talented at defense, and I also have a crossbow on my back should I need to fire off into the enemy lines a bit. I'll do my best to keep you all defended, and yes, I will be fighting in the front, most likely along with your friend there." He kind of motions to Bell? Yeah, Bell.
Yeah, Belle.
But yes, I will be
I'll
defending you.
nod.
And I'll not do.
And he puts his weaponry away and says, "Well, did you have any other questions for me? I unfortunately do still have some things that need to be taken care of. The caravan carts need to be looked through, and I need to take some take some records of making sure everything's where it should be. But
Yeah.
I
So
would go ahead.
sorry, I was just gonna say to him, you looked a little nervous when talking about the other caravans. Is there maybe something else going on? Is there something that you're not telling us?
he says, "Did I? Oh, no. I'm sorry if I gave that impression. I mean, it's as I said. There's a bit of danger. The he says maybe the bandit force is a little more organized than usual, but I mean they shouldn't be able to stand up to all of us together.
Do you think they're organizing, like under a specific leader?
It's very possible. This isn't the first time we've seen things like this, especially on the borders.
Mm.
More often it's barbarians, but every now and then some guild leader gets in his head that the roads are his. Though mostly they just get stamped out right away. The government doesn't have much patience for this sort of thing. He says, "I'm hoping we can just deal with it before we need to call for help." Says the
Mm.
caravans need to run. The people need supplies if the empire is going to continue to function.
And you said we've already set out with the caravan, correct?
No, you're in Highguard right now. You're still in the city.
Oh, okay, okay. We're still in the city.
It's
All right.
it's getting
Meeting
late,
place, basically.
so it's probably about 8 p.m. I'll say. We'll say yeah. We'll start at about 8 p.m. So yeah, it's late, but yes, you are still in the city.
I would say I would pull out from my pouch quill and paper, and I would say I'm very good at bookkeeping. Do you need some help with that?
This is I mean, I don't know if I'm
Very innocently.
He says, I don't really know if I'm supposed to have people join me for the bookkeeping. I think I have that covered, but I appreciate the offer. He says, the bar is still open. If you all wish, they've got some good drink there. You could, you're not technically on the clock yet, so you can leave this kind of boring work to me and maybe enjoy yourself a bit before we leave tomorrow. Just not too much. He gives you a wink.
Oh, so you don't want to join us at the bar? Come on.
He says, I would
It could be fun.
give me a persuasion. 14. Or, 22.
Oh shoot.
He says, I really shouldn't. These logs
That
need to be
charisma.
done. Why not? I'll have a drink with you.
Ah, there we go. There we go. Look, we all have to relax before a job like this. Come on.
He says, there's some wisdom there. So, alright. I guess I can join you. I can't be up too late, because I do still have to do some work before tomorrow. Whenever you're ready, just let me know. We can go over to the bar. I'll go talk to some of the merchants while you all get your things together. And yeah, so he's just for the time being gonna go talk to some of the nearby people. Are you gonna head to the bar right away? You want to just head up there, or what do you all want to do at this point?
Mm.
Ball is in your court, so it's getting late. The market's closed, so it's too late to buy anything. You'd probably have to go in the morning before the caravan departs. For the most part, the city is shut down, except for probably the tavern and, maybe a couple other places. What does the group want to do? It sounds like you want to go to the tavern, but you could all just go to bed if you want.
I think Belle would assume she's not invited until
Until someone invites her.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he just suggested
I'll,
it, and Arendor was like, "Why don't you
Yeah,
come to the
very
bar
true.
with me?"
I'll look around at the other people near me and gesture um to Bryn, Bell, uh, Flick, and be like, all right, come on, let's go to the bar. I think we all should have a relaxing evening just before our job. You don't know what's going to happen, so
One of the guards sitting there says, "Oh, can we join you guys? Seem like, yeah, could use some company."
the more the merrier. Come on.
He says, "Oh, nice. My name's Wallace." He says, "This is Linda and Rollick," and they all just kind of nervously nod. He says, "See, they're nice people. We can just talk to them." They just kind of nod as well.
Nice.
All right, so the group is going to head over to the bar. However, I think this might be the stopping point
Mm-hmm.
because we are a little over 2, and I know some of you got some
Right.
stuff to do. But at least we have a starting point for next week, and hopefully we'll get our 5th player. I guess we'll see. But yeah, it's a good introduction. I think we have a solid, solid foundation for starting the adventure. You guys have any comments? Or go ahead.
No, I'm excited for our next session.
Yeah, it's good to get everything set and be ready to go. Now we can get into
Mhm.
the good part. TPK, first game.
Woo!
Yeah, second game.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah.
What?
What?
Nothing. But yeah, anyone else have any questions, comments? All right. Well, yeah, it was.
No?
Thanks for playing, and yeah, we'll get things sorted for next week.
Sounds good.
You want some hot sauce?
Uh-oh,
Awesome. Well, it was a pleasure meeting everybody, and yeah, we'll see you next week.
All right,
Yeah, nice to meet
Yeah,
Yeah,
great to
see
meet
ya.
everyone.
If you need to talk to me, I'll be on Discord. Otherwise, yeah, I'll talk to you all then.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Bye now.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye.